So here's my violin. Um, I'm not sure how this happened because these bows were in. These are my cello bows. This is a fucked bow. Broken hairs. I can snip them off and still use the rest. And here's my other bow with a couple strings. Anyways, that's a fucked bow. This is the violin. Let me take it out. This is a printout that I got off the internet, and I taped it in place. So no, you want the bridge, one and just one. You got two, which is kind of wild. So you put one bridge in the middle, so slide it under the, and then just sort of tip it up, and gently, gently, gently. And the thick string goes on the high part, and the thin string goes on the low part. This is a different bridge than what you got, but that's all right. But just put it in the middle. And here is about where more towards here than here. And this is where you want to be bowing, using the bow. So, and you want to hold the bow like this. And then I'm in an awkward position. I'm in a wrong position. So that's why it sounded the shits. But there is the violin with, this is called the bridge. You want the higher part of the bridge with the thick string and the lower part of the bridge with the thin string. Straight up and down, like that. So here's my bow for my cello. I'll just use this one for an example. Here, you want to hold it like this, if you can. I know her little tiny hands probably won't be able to. She'll probably be hanging on to it like this. But with a smaller bow, you actually want to be bending over like this. See the angle without touching? This is where you can tighten up the hairs. You don't want to tighten up too much. I've got a whole bunch of broken hairs on this bow. I have no idea why, because it's just been sitting in storage. It hasn't been touched. But to rosin up the bow, this is how. Hang on, I gotta open up the rosin. Devil went down to Georgia. This is my rosin cake. My cake of rosin. You can see it's been used a little bit. It was shiny. The whole thing was shiny like that. This is just the part that's been used. So I just hold it like this. Right from the end. Only a few times. Don't press too hard. And that's pretty much it. If you don't rosin up the bow, you won't get sound. You want this slightly tight, not too tight. I'm not sure. I can't remember if there's a gauge. So when you have the fiddle or the violin, whichever you prefer to call it, they're the same thing. I think it just depends on what kind of music you're playing. Bluegrass or blues. I don't know. So. This is out of tune, but I can show you, since you've rosined up the bow, you'll get sound. Ow! This bow is a cello bow. Works on everything, but it's for my cello. So here's the violin bow. Don't really know too many chords because I'm still learning myself. But anyways, here's what a proper sound with a proper bow and all that. I'll show you the bowing guide. The bowing, it'll keep the bow strumming here, because you want the bow to be, you want to be bowing between here and the bridge. You don't want to be up here unless you're getting really fancy. I'm not fancy. Or back here. Let me just show you what it is. If I can find it. This thing came with my violin. I don't know, I think it came with yours too. I think it's something to do for here, but I'm not sure. So, I don't know what to do with this. Sorry. This is a cello, and again, I have no idea how to play, but out of tune. But when you're playing the cello or even the violin, when you're sliding here, you don't want your bow to be touching the body here or here. Out of tune, but I like how it sounds. Sorry. We'll try this. I got some. So when you're strumming, try flat, just flat on the string. It'll make a full noise, but it'll also make to me, I don't know if I'm wrong or not, makes a crisper noise if you're going on an angle. No, maybe it's ooh! Oh, I like that. I'll learn one day. Anybody want to teach me? Free?